decisions for their futures, not just as athletes, but as young men. Seeing them go through this process over the past couple of weeks, it had to be weighing on them a little bit for their future while they're playing basketball. What was your kind of advice, if at all, in this process to them?
I really didn't give them advice in the football decision, and that's a personal decision for them. But I do think they've done a good job in kind of concentrating on basketball during basketball season. And they knew that they were big pieces in us, gelling and as a unit. And like Mike said, it's been quite a process, especially from the beginning. It's a tough deal. We had our third practice on January 1st, and the games that we played before that were against really good teams. I mean, we played 4 great teams at the Les Schwab. Grant played us at home before we got a practice in, and went down to Roseburg for a tough one. So those are tough. I think we lost 5 out of 6, during that stretch, and we never got a chance to gel and to actually put anything in. And that includes 2 transfers that with Yadi and Mike both that don't understand our system. So it's going to take some time. And I knew that we would be playing our best basketball in February. I said that in December, and I say it now. And we've made a good run in January, and our goal is the same, is to try to win out in the month of February like we did in January, and just get better. I mean, we're still not playing our best basketball. We got a little sloppy sometimes, and we're still working out some kinks, but we're winning at the same time, and that's the good thing.
You won a lot, 10 games in a row. What's been is it really just as simple as the team gelling during this win streak, or what's been the key factors?
Well, it's also understanding roles. Part of your coach's responsibility is to make sure that your players understand their roles. Well, I didn't know what their roles were. We went through a lot of different position changes, and we have a very deep team, so there's a lot of competition for positions. And I'm kind of the type of coach that if you want more playing time, then you work for it. I don't really want to hear about it. I don't want you to complain about it. I just want to see you work for it. And the kids know that. And if they step up and they play better, they're going to get more playing time. And during a rough stretch, we've had a tough schedule too. We played 1 Friday night home game all year. We've played no Friday night home games in the Midwestern League, and 7 of our last 10 are on the road. We played 3 games in 5 days on the road last week, and 2 of them were in Portland, and we just toughed it out during that stretch. And that's a character, because we got good character on with these kids. And but now I feel like everybody's kind of fitting into the role a little bit. Our guys understand who the starters are, who's coming off the bench, who you coming in for, how many minutes you're going to get. And even though minutes still go up and down a little bit with the kids, they just, if they have concerns about that, they know that we always have an open door policy. We talk about that as long as it stays between the coaches and the players. But I feel like we're going to continue to get better, and those guys buy into that. It's not something that coach just tells the players and they nod their head yes, but they actually believe that. They know we've got a ways to go.
Now, for one last one for you, with Mike and Connor, you said that they've done a good job of managing this and focusing on basketball, but now that they've both made the decision, have you seen any maybe change in them? Have you seen that outward expression? They both mentioned having this weight lifted off their shoulders. Have you seen that from them during practice?
Well, Connor just made his decision yesterday, and he's been sick, and he did not play his best game last night. I think eventually we'll be able to figure that out. In the month of February, I think is when you'll see that. Right now, not really. It's just business as usual. I think we're just trying to take one game at a time and continue to, our streak and keep it going. And we know we are fighting kind of a tough battle at the beginning, and we were ranked down at about 30th. I think we're finally ranked up in the top 10, but we have to kind of feel like we have to win out for us to even get in the top 8. And the top 8 is huge because we want those 2 games at Sheldon to get to the Rose Garden. And the last couple of years we've had to, every year I've been here, the year that we did get to McCourt and went to state, we had to go win at Lincoln to do it. And so we've never had an opportunity to win our, those 2 games at home to get to the Rose Garden. And that's our biggest goal, because we know that's going to be the best chances of being able to get there.